a sense of uneasiness or fear, some embrace it like their second nature. Yes, the ones who are up to watch a late-night horror classic, while the others like me even avoid to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, because who knows what is waiting for me in the flush tank there. No matter if we enjoy horror movies or not, we can't deny the curiosity that bulges up in our minds as the topic of the supernatural crosses our brain. The classic haunted house with an old man as a caretaker, or the big mansion which has secrets of the dead hidden in it, it is all quite intriguing. The first one up is the classic haunt in the outskirts of Rajasthan, namely BANGARH Fort in India. It is said to have a backstory of a rumored heartbroken wizard getting rejected by his true love, a princess, and he cursed the place to possess dead spirits who can't pass on to the next life. The place is still said to make weird noises at night and remains closed after sunset. It is a rumor that whosoever goes to the palace at night would disappear. Next upcoming is DRAGSHOLM Slot, which is a haunted hotel in Denmark. It was used to house noble prisoners and was later rebuilt. It is said to be possessed by Earl of Bothwell, who died as a prisoner at the place. It is said to be home to about 100 ghosts, and the White Lady haunting roaming in the corridors, whose skeleton was found in the 1930s. It is, however, refurbished into a hotel as of now, and it does tours around the hotel as a tourist attraction of historical significance. I never had any great interest in history, especially now after knowing about this place. I'll keep myself away from any historical monument. Third coming up is Giant of the Loire Valley, which is located in France. It is a huge castle which is highly decorated, and it hosts wonderful operas in the castle. It is said to be possessed by La Dame Verte, also known as the Green Lady, who was murdered by her husband, and she was also said to be an illegitimate daughter of King Louis XIII. She is found to be crying and moaning around in pain and is found to be standing in her bright green dress with empty holes for eyes and a horrific demeanor. Moving on with the list, number 4 on the list is MRYTLE'S Plantation in the U.S., which is said to be a beautiful veranda and is said to be home to 10 murders and is said to have ghost sightings often. The most noticeable was the ghost of Chloe, who had her car cut off by her lover, and she sports a green turban and tries to scare off the guests staying at the plantation for a bed and breakfast. The next coming up on number 5 is the Banff Springs Hotel in Alberta, Canada, which is said to house a bride who died on the day she was married by falling from the stairs and getting her neck broken, and her dress catching up the fire and finally consuming her up, along with the whole family getting murdered in a room, and the room further got sealed, but they are said to haunt the hallway. It now operates at a full hotel, with certain rooms locked out of fear. The next up in the list is an island in Italy by the name of Poveglia Island. In the 14th century, after being hit by a plague, people were sent on the island to die, and it was also used in 1800 to torture and experiment on patients. It is said to be possessed by all of the deceased who died an untimely death, and are said to attack the visitors who come to visit the island. Coming up in the list might chill your bones to the core. It is the separate prison in Australia, which housed some of the most deadly criminals and worked on the principle of torturous isolation. The prisoners were not allowed to speak, and some often tried to kill themselves and their fellow prisoners, then suffer the torture. It is said to be possessed by many hooded prisoners' ghosts, and is said to be haunted by them in the corridors in the night. The next in the line is La Recoleta Cemetery in Argentina, which is said to house the noblest people over in the beautiful graves. It is said to be possessed by many spirits, out of which one was said to be buried alive, and tried to escape her grave and left the lid ajar, and the lid is said to have scratches. The caretaker who worked for 30 years in the place killed himself in the place itself. It is turned into a tourist attraction, although still treated as a burial ground. The next up in the list is the Tower of London in London, which is said to have a long history of death and was used as an execution site, and many royals were killed or imprisoned in the tower. It boasts of the ghosts of many prisoners and even of the royals alike. It has been turned into a tourist attraction for historical relevance. And the very last on the list is St. Augustine Lighthouse, which is rumored to have a considerable amount of paranormal activities due to the death of the painter of the lighthouse, who is still said to possess the place, and unfortunate demise of 3 young girls who fell into the ocean and drowned. It is said to hear the murmurs of the children still playing around the place. That was the tour to the most spine-chilling and gruesome places to visit around the world. Which one was the most chilling out of them all? Let us know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. Let's get to 100 subscribers soon.